MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Mets.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Tom Seaver gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Ozzie Smith. He will lead this one off today. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box now, Enos Slaughter. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Bases are empty, one man out. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Batting third, right fielder, Michael Lee.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Michael Lee, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Nothing for the Cardinals to start. Mets coming to bat. We're just getting started ourselves on MLB Network. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup. because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Bob Gibson is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy might not be Captain K, but when you have over 3,000 career strikeouts, you're doing something right. He's been a good pitcher ever since he came into the league, and he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one here today.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Now at the plate, number 68. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 68 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Stepping in now, Keith Hernandez. Left side, but well fouled. Another full count pitch home. It's a swinging bunt up the line. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Standing in now, Mike Piazza. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Once again a 3-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. First opportunity for him here with the leadoff man still standing at second. 2 gone now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Stan Musial. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
And the pitch on 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door, is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore's the exact same way behind the dish.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Digging in, Lou Brock. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Runner goes. Fouled off. Musial gets his lead at first, nobody out. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, giving him an even 150 as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at bat of the year, kaboom! This could lead to a very big year. First at bat, home run, not a bad way to start.
Into the box, Yadier Molina. Lifted in the air out to center field. Cespedes is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7, third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Colton Wong. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Ball even at 2-2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Wong will take the turn and head for second now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Into the box now, Bob Gibson. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get. And that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
3-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And the run will score from second as now it's a 3-0 game.
Boy, what a battle there, Nimo. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Weakly hit towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now a 3-0 lead for St. Louis. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. Line drive base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Brandon Nimo.
Next for the Mets, Brandon Nimo. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Gibson was thrown north of 3,800 big league innings in his career, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And it's fouled away. Cespedes leads off first with 1 away. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it. Lee makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting eighth, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
So coming to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A 3-ball 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Lee is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Mets strand one. They trail it here 3-0. Welcome back to daytime baseball on the show from Citi Field. Thanks for joining us. Stepping into the box, Ina Slaughter, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
2-2 the count. That's popped up. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Now another 2-2. Here's a high pop-up. Number 68 waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Now batting, Michael Lee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He'll try again, 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
The first baseman, number 6, Stan Musial.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. He worked the walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. Runners on first with 1 down. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fouled off. Now a throw over to first. Runners back. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. On a big curveball is in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Standing in now, Lou Brock. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Seaver comes set. 2-1 on its way. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
Now a throw over, and he's back standing.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Throw over to the bag, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Redbirds down quietly, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, Tom Seaver, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-1 home. Fouled away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So he comes up empty in his first major league at bat.
I know he was expecting more, but that's a win. If you can put the ball in play your first big league AB, and you're able to get that adrenaline and the nerves out of you, that's a win right there.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Keith Hernandez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Mike Piazza would be next. Three-2 pitch. Gets him looking up around the letters. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Now in the box, Lou Brock. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yadier Molina. He flew out in his last at-bat. Grounded to first. Hernandez has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Digging in, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Seaver's ready. 2-2 on its way home. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now to the plate, Mike Piazza. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Standing in, Yoenis Cespedes. He singled his last time up. The 1-1 home. 1 and 2 now.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. Mets leave 1. Still down 3-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Colton Wong. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Bob Gibson, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And there's ball two now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith, 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard. Line towards center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Now batting.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
A dive, but he's back. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Once more, a throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Another throw over, and he'll dive back in. 2 out with the man at first. Stepping in now, Enos Slaughter. Runner goes for second. A ball and 2 strikes now. Seaver comes set. 1-2 on its way. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Smith rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score as they move on top 4-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box, Michael Lee. 1-2 as he chases the slider. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Ready with the 1-2. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cards get 1 in the inning on the RBI double. Middle of the afternoon here in the Big Apple. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Here's Todd Frazier now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
So striding forward now, Ahmed Rosario. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. 1 out, nobody on. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Into the box now, Tom Seaver. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Now batting, number 68.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, number 68. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Flying toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Ready for another shot now, Keith Hernandez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
The 3-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more on opening day after this. Into the box, Stan Musial. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Number 68 moving to his left. 1 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Lou Brock will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Striding in, Yadier Molina, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive play.
Grounded to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead it 4-1. Ready for another chance? Mike Piazza. It was a walk in his last trip. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Into the second deck and gone. So a solo shot off the bat of Mike Piazza, number 249 career. And the Mets draw closer here. It's now a 4-2 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. And fastball not close. It's 2-1 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck, Yoenis Cespedes. Looking to send him packing again. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Stepping in now, Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch.
Into the box, Brandon Nimo. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Slaughter is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Third baseman, number 21, Todd Pfeiffer.
Here's Todd Frazier now. No hits to this point. ready to deliver the 1-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 4-2. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Anthony Swarzak will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number 38.
David Wright will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. So digging in now, Matt Carpenter. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
1-1. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. He stays alive, still 2-2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Another full count pitch on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto moves over, makes the play, 1 away.
Second baseman number 16, Colton Wong.
Striding into the box, Colton Wong. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Everybody needs a little love in their life right there. Nice piece of hit and get you some right there. A little soft liner. He definitely wasn't on that baseball, but he got a little luck involved, a little love, and that thing found a hole right there into the outfield.
Into the box now. Bob Gibson got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down, make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Ozzie Smith trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit out towards second. He's right there. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cards lead 1, but they still lead this one 4-2. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's another 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
In now, David Wright. Outside, 2-1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Lee in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The batter, number 68.
Stepping up now, number 68. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And that one just missed outside.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The count now at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Still down by a count of 4-2. Paul Sewell is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day.
Paul Sewell.
Leading off the inning, Ina Slaughter, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. The 1-1 home. This one's flared out toward left. Conforto moving forward, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Striding in once again, Michael Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that misses. 2-1. Slaughter aboard here at first with nobody out. Drilled down the line, and this is going to get by right down the line. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Michael Lee has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
So stepping in, Stan Musial, 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Into the box now, Lou Brock. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they will tack on another on the sac fly, make it a 5-2 game now.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, but particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First and second now, 1 man out. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Here's Matt Carpenter, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2 pitch. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Hit on a line, and this one's into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Row, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Standing in now, Colton Wong. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. 3 runs already home here. Oh, a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, a straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at-bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, Bob Gibson. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Here's a strike. Molina, the runner at third. Carpenter at second. Gibson at first. 2 out in the inning. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Now batting, the center fielder, Enos.
Coming to the plate now, Enos Slaughter. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. One and 2 now. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And here's the 3-2 from him. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Standing in, Michael Lee will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit on the ground out to short. Rosario's got it on the second for the force out, and the side is retired. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Cards lead it 9-2. And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Now the 2-1. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
And this is a case of a pitcher letting his frustrations get the best of him. He feels like he gets robbed on the previous pitch, and he just rears back and really let it go on the next pitch, but it got away from him in a big way.
In now, Mike Piazza comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2 and 2. In the dirt here, and he is in there. They couldn't get him at second, and that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, the intent there with that two-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Rounded down the third baseline, and now from the air, a jump throw, and a long throw across the diamond gets him. That's a nice play.
The batter, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
So striding in, Michael Conforto. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Hernandez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Some good pitching, some good hitting. It all adds up to a 9-2 ball game as you get a look there at the inning by inning recap of our game to this point. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. They're down by a touchdown. It's 9-2. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Gesellman will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch.
Number 65.
Austin Jackson will also enter as a part of the double switch, as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup.
Number 16.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit hard up the middle. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Lou Brock. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
The batter, number 4, catcher Yadier Molina.
Digging in to try it again, Yadier Molina. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 out and a runner on second base. Skied into straightaway right. Nimo is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is pulled into right. Nimo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jordan Hicks will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch.
Number
Jed Jerko is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimo, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, man, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
In now, Austin Jackson. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
The 2-2. This is lifted out to left. Brock waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. The Mets down to their final strike. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders, from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the owner. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cardinals took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Bob Gibson earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 9 runs, 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 27 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.